Fighting for freedom, liberty, and the restoration of the Constitution. The Patrick Riggins Show. Call in now at 865-243-8255. That's 243-TALK. And now your host, Patrick Riggins.
Welcome back to the Patrick Riggins Show. Well, we've had a full show. I'm Patrick Riggins. I'm not Hispanic, and I'm not a Republican. How about you, Tori? You're not Hispanic or Republican?
No, I'm neither.
But
Last time I checked.
You know who is? Marco Rubio.
I've not heard that. They've
not
mentioned. Nobody's mentioned that.
He is Hispanic.
They've not mentioned it on the news or
Republican.
anything.
He's the savior. He is going to get them into the presidential office. That's who they're going to ride on the back of. And then they'll have theirs.
Can he beat Hillary Clinton, though?
Doesn't matter. He's Hispanic. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter if he's a communist or socialist. He's Hispanic, and daggone it, we've got him in the Republican Party. That's all that matters.
And we got, a little bit less than 4 years to make plans to...
Yeah. To sit there and wait for the inevitable transition of power from one socialist big government person to the next socialist big government person.
Maybe Cuba will turn into a tourist mecca by then. And
I tell you what, if I was running Cuba, that's what I would do. I would open a bunch of hospitals down there so everyone who doesn't want to participate in Obamacare can come down there, and I'd open casinos, and that place would just be printing their own money down there.
Yeah. I still don't understand why we have an embargo against them from the Kennedy years.
Because we must punish them.
I don't.
That's why.
That's over my head, I guess.
Well, I tell you, the day they do something like that, like I said, they put in some hospitals, let some doctors, top-flight doctors come down there and buy some big houses. And it's
75 miles from the United States.
90 miles. Run a ferry.
It's swimmable.
Run a ferry from there to the Keys.
You can swim it.
Or run a ferry from there up to Miami. Yeah. And you would have people flocking down there for operations. Just, whatever, heart transplants, whatever they'd be doing. Anyway, let's see. I want to hit this real quick here in this last segment. And some of you guys may have heard of this, and some of you may have not. The conservatives and Tea Partiers, people a little closer to us, they plan to reignite the flame of 2010 next Saturday, February 23rd, at rallies in cities and towns across America. The event is titled the Day of Resistance, and you can get more information about it at www.dayofresistance.com. And more than 50,000 Americans have signed up for 97 rallies in more than 30 states across the country. The rallies will focus on Second Amendment issues and President Obama's push for gun control. But they will also branch out into all aspects of oppressive big government. Boy, that'll be a full day. They really need about a month for that. According to a story from Breitbart.com, head organizer Dustin Stockton says the main hook is Second Amendment defense and executive actions by Obama. At the same time, we feel like the GOP establishment, their establishment argument on guns is that this is all crazy talk, what you're hearing doesn't matter, and they're not going to actually come take your guns away. Stockton claimed the average law-abiding gun owner believes the president is seriously pushing for gun control, among other left-wing policies. No, really? Almost said something there. Yeah.
Don't make me use this dump. We would have to talk after the show.
Oh, but anyway, and the average law-abiding gun owner cannot stand the establishment GOP's unwillingness to fight back. However, guns are not the only issue that has conservatives upset. The gun control fight is a new launching pad for a bigger discussion, similar to how Obamacare sparked the Tea Party movement beginnings in 2009. The column goes on, we think that gives us an opportunity to talk about how Obamacare is affecting people's personal privacy and all the other issues the Tea Party movement has to talk about, Stockton said. We'll talk about overregulation, bailouts, crony capitalism, Benghazi, and Fast and Furious. Yeah, you can't get all that done in one day. I can't get it all done, over a period of shows.
They can't even decide what they want for lunch in one day.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know. These guys get together. They get kind of PO'd, so maybe they'll just say, here's your food and shut up. This is what we're going to talk about. All right, those interested in getting involved can either find a rally near them on the Day of Resistance website. Again, that's dayofresistance.com. Or they can sign up to create their own event in their own town or city. You have 3 options, Mr. Stockton said. You can sign up to attend a rally, you can sign up to volunteer, or you can sign up to organize your own rally. Hint, hint. Stockton also has a political action committee, Western Representation, PAC, that is spending $25,000 from its cash reserves on the rallies, in addition to money they have raised for the events. He said about $9,000 has come in so far in addition to that. The TeaParty.net is sponsoring the events as well. They also have financial support if people need to pay for insurance, stages, or whatever. So if you're getting tired of listening to me bug you about getting involved, here is a good first step on the road to getting me off your back. Anyway, Stockton hopes the new rallies can begin to rekindle the 2010 conservative magic. He says, for me, my big life-changing event was my first Tea Party rally. I wasn't politically active. I had all the conservative ideas, but I went to college in Eugene, Oregon, so I kind of learned to keep them mostly to myself. Probably a good idea. Get you a better grade in college anyway. But when I physically went and saw the massive number of people who felt like I did, there was an inspiration level that drove me and everyone else all the way through 2010. That feeling of community really generates a level of enthusiasm and volunteerism that we just didn't see in 2012. Exactly. We're dropping the ball because too many people feel like, hey, I tried, I attended some rallies, I voted in 2010, but nothing's changed. And you're right, nothing is going to change unless you stick with it. So if you're looking for something to do next Saturday, there you go. And if you go to that website and there's not something going on here locally, well, then by all means, get out there and get a rally organized and do something. Heck, if it's only 20 of you, that's still a good first step. This isn't a do it once and we're done type of thing. This is going to take years of work. We didn't get to this point in this country overnight, so it's going to take a little longer than that to turn it around. That is, unless we get a massive groundswell of people working to elect good conservative and libertarian people. If we did that, we'd make a lot of progress in getting this place turned around. So we running up on the end here, Tori? Getting there. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap up the show then here. You're listening to the Patrick Riggins Show right here on the Libertarian Lighthouse Radio Network. If you want more information about us, you can go to facebook.com/Patrick Riggins Show. That's Riggins, Patrick Riggins Show. Also, be sure and hit the like button there. You can also follow us on Twitter at Patrick Riggins. And you can go to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Patrick Riggins Show. I want to thank everyone for listening this week, and be sure to join me next Sunday afternoon where once again we'll talk about freedom, liberty, and the restoration of the Constitution. This is Patrick Riggins, and we'll see you next Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Have a great week.
Join us again next week for a solid dose of truth on the Patrick Riggins Show. Every Sunday from 2 to 3 p.m. Be there.